What if you could have an AI agent that scans thousands of pages of documents and extracts the right data for you while you sit back and relax? Today, I'm going to show you how to set up an AI agent that pulls data and organizes it into clean new files. This will make your life so much easier and eliminate those repetitive and time-consuming tasks at work. And if you make it to the end, I promise you I will send you the complete template for this AI agent for free, for you to use and even sell for thousands of dollars to other businesses. So let's get started. For building this AI agent, I use Flowise AI, a free open source framework. In our dashboard, go to Agent Flows and add New Agent. We start with the core of our system, a supervisor node. Now, go to the Nodes section and search for supervisor node. Drag the supervisor node to the canvas. This node will oversee all the tasks in our system. So think of it as the manager of our agents. Now that we have the supervisor, we need to equip it with a language model. For that, go to Chat Models and choose the OpenAI chat model. Set up your credentials and select the model GPT-4o Mini. Don't forget to set the temperature to 0. This ensures that the output is consistent and accurate, and then connect it. Our supervisor is now ready for action. But how do we extract the data from our files? Let's create our worker agent. Go back to the Nodes section and select a worker agent. Let's name this worker Data Reader. This agent will be responsible for pulling data from a file. Next, open the worker's prompt and input these instructions. You are responsible for extracting specific data from a file provided by the user. Save the agent and connect it to our supervisor. The supervisor will now know when to pass this task to the data reader. Before we can extract data, we need to set up the system, process file uploads and store them in a database. For this, we need to get to a retrieval tool. Let's do that and name our retrieval tool. I'm going to call mine read file tool, and in the description we'll add retrieve and provide information to answer users' questions. Now we need to activate our vector database. Go to the Nodes section and again scroll all the way down and select Pinecone. This is our vector store that will store our extracted data and allow us to retrieve it efficiently. But first we need to link Pinecone with the right credentials. Head over to Pinecone. After signing in, go to Dashboard, Indexes, and here we create a new index. I call mine Flowise. For the dimensions, type 1536 and the cloud provider use AWS and then create. Now that we set this up successfully, head over to API and copy your key. Then let's go back to Flowise and connect our credentials. Create new, give it a name and paste your copied key in. I already did that, so I select mine and the index name. Then connect Pinecone to our retrieval tool. Now that Pinecone is ready, we need the way to load files and split them into manageable chunks for our agents to process. We need to add a file loader to handle file uploads. Go back to the Nodes section and find File Loader. Drag it onto the canvas and connect it to Pinecone. We are almost ready to process the data, but now we need to set up the model for embedding. I'll show you how to hook up our OpenAI's powerful tools next. Go to the Nodes section again and grab the OpenAI embeddings node. Use the same credentials we set up earlier and leave the model as is. Now our system can interact with OpenAI's models to embed the data. Connect this to our Pinecone node. Next, find the text splitter node. Select recursive character text splitter as it works best for our needs. Then connect it to File Loader. There's one more setting we need to adjust to make sure our system runs smoothly. Stick with me, it will make a big difference. Open Pinecone additional parameters and toggle the switch for file uploads. Now this will allow us to actually upload files and set the top K parameter to 200. This determines how many results we retrieve. But you can experiment with different values based on your data size to optimize performance. Now we can save our agent and give it a name. I call mine Data Extractor. Now let's give it a try. Open the chat window and enlarge it. I upload the NVIDIA 10K report I have on my machine. Now let me extract the statement of income. The supervisor delegates the task to the data reader. And there is the requested information from the file. So far so good. Now we'll enhance the system by adding quality control agent. To ensure the extracted data is accurate, we'll add another worker agent for quality control. Let's duplicate this previous agent and name it quality controller. In the prompt, instruct it to control the quality before passing it for further processing. Save the agent and connect it to supervisor, so the system knows when to engage in quality control. The system is almost complete, but what's the point of extracting data if we don't save it? Let's set up an agent that writes the cleaned data to a new file. Let's add another worker. This time it will be a CSV writer. Again, duplicate this worker and name it CSV writer. Its task will be to clean data and create a new file. Now we also need to provide it with a tool. Go to the plus sign and select the Write File tool. Connect it to the CSV writer and set the base path to your preferred output folder. This could also be your desktop path. Just make sure the folder exists on your computer if you use a folder. Now, before we test the system, we need to finalize the instruction for the supervisor to ensure each agent works in the correct order. Open the supervisor settings again and add delegation instructions. This will tell the supervisor in which order to activate each agent. First, the data reader, then the quality controller, and finally the CSV file writer. Normally, you could use a sequential agent for this, but we are keeping it simple with our supervisor for now. Now let's test our system. Clean the chat history, upload your file, and request the same as before. Extract a statement of income. The system will extract, clean, and save the data automatically into a new CSV file, saving you tons of time. You made it. As promised in the beginning, I will send you the template for free. For that, comment template and I will send you the download link.